somebody from BMW Port Elizabeth, I do apologize. I completely forgot. Yeah, damn. Sorry, the sound is chalked here. Let's just... Keeks, how was the weekend, my brother?
It was good, bro. Good. Busy weekend. I think that's just becoming the norm now lately. But good weekend. Definitely a good way to end it off last night with that pod. And yours?
No, mine was good as well. Chad, big thing. Let me just put the poll in here. Have you smashed that like button? Yeah, Chad, unfortunately the Cape Town series has come to an end. Let me know what you guys think. I feel like it was a very productive. It was actually only 3 days, Chad. Believe it or not, we were there for 3 days. We left the Monday morning, 2 o'clock. We came there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We came back again.
Yeah,
Thursday
literally, if you could see in that pod last night at the end of it how dark it was, we still packed up that evening and then hit the road after that.
All right, so we are going to do the QC series. I don't know if you know that, Quebec. Guys, we are in the hometown. Why travel to other cities if we can do some phenomenal things here locally? So we're going to see if we can pick up some local talent. Keeks, any names maybe popping off on the top of your head for the QC series?
When I'm not going to throw hate on our GQ boys, but the thing is, we might not be the best as traders, but I definitely think we've got some solid sportsmen coming out of PE. So definitely some big names on the sporting side of things we're going to have on.
Chad, let us know in the chat if there's anyone in Port Elizabeth that you guys want us to get on. I've got some big names in business, like billionaires and stuff, but in terms of personality, I don't think they're right for the pod. Very successful business people, Chad. Not talking millionaires, literally billionaires. So different level, can make it happen, but again, I don't know if that is right for the audience here. But we'll see, Chad. I'll see. All right, Keeks, you said it is CPI week. CPI tour feeling cute. 500 Rand tour here in Port Elizabeth. Might make it 700 if you're feeling real cute.
But you know what? I think we're going to start this off very early. Chad, we are, I think, just short of 20 members away from hitting 8K. I'm going to make a deal with you, Chad. If we hit 8K in this London session,
True. Here we go.
Doing CPI live.
Whoa.
We're doing CPI live if we hit 8K today.
There you go. Okay, baby. There we go. CPI live. I thought he was going to strip or something. I knew some of the ladies, the 3 or 4 we had, got excited there, but no, I'm kidding. CPI live. Chad, you know what? I'm going to do for... Okay, no, we can't... Okay. Chad, let's see how it goes. If I'm feeling good a little bit later, we'll do something special. And also, guys, I haven't done any of the giveaway winners. That will be done after today's stream. Just a very busy weekend, so do not stress. The 3 accounts, it was 3. I know Ed was 1, Edgar. And
I must say the other guy was the Bender brothers, Dion, and I can't remember what the other was. They did send me their stuff this morning.
I got everything, so...
Yeah.
Okay, Chad, now it is time to officially kick off the week. Audio good? Is everyone happy with the audio? Can I just get a yes, no? Give me a thumbs up in the chat if the audio is good. If you're happy with the audio, I'm happy with the audio. If you're not happy with the audio, then that makes two unhappy people here. So let's chat about the audio. Chat unfortunately cannot greet everybody here, but we're gonna get into the chat very shortly, and we're gonna spend some time with you guys. But before we start, I actually, give me 1 second, chat. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, Chad, don't worry. We are literally still marking out our charts here. So you guys aren't missing anything as of yet. Just doing the biases here quickly.
Salivating, yeah. Chad, okay. So to further the morning prayer, we're not going to read it, the entire thing, but I got this over the weekend. I don't know if you guys can see it. So I'll just take the crux of it every morning, just maybe the verse of the day. What is it? The 13th of May. Maybe start a little bit earlier, five minutes earlier. Is it 13 May? Yes, it is. Then just take the crux of the message and then go into the prayer. So for instance, this morning's one was about mothers. And John 19 verse 25 to 27 said, near the cross of Jesus stood his mother's sister, Mary the wife of Clopas, and Mary Magdalene. When Jesus saw his mother there and the disciple whom he loved standing nearby, he said to her, woman, here is your son, and to the disciple, here is your mother. From that time on, this disciple took her into his home. So we'll do like the little top verse and maybe just quickly talk about what was in it for that day. But yeah, thought about bringing this in. We can start 5 minutes earlier. Being very honest here, chat, I don't read a lot of Bible, and that's wrong. That's why I'm trying to bring that in as well. So as always, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. In Jesus' name, amen. Just 2 amens and we are good to go. There we go, Jason, Carl, beautiful. Thanks, Chad. Okay, let's get going here. Monday, nothing too much going on here. We've got a Eurogroup meeting, and then later Jefferson Mester speaking. Out of the US Tuesday, we have some employment data coming out of Britain. Also have some CPI coming out of Germany. So quite a busy day on Tuesday in the morning. Then also some CPI out of Spain. I don't know how things are in Spain. Any Spanish viewers, let me know how's the prices of things in Spain relative to what it was a year ago. And then also a big one, PPI. It's going to be a good week, Chad. Wednesday, GDP out of the Eurozone, ECB. Not expecting too much of a change. Looking at consensus is that nothing's going to change there. Then the big one, Chad, Wednesday. So Keegan's got a long day on Wednesday. Hopefully he's well rested on Tuesday night. Getting to bed early. Keegs, they are expecting a drop year on year. You see that, and month on month.
I'm not saying anything, bro.
And they're expecting year on year, excluding okay, Chad. So interesting. I'm not going to chat about CPI now. We'll chat about it tomorrow. I'm not going to give you my view today. It would be a waste. So we'll chat about it tomorrow. Then Thursday, we've got some GDP out of Japan. Big in Japan, Chad. Big on yes. Anyway. We will get there. Also, Thursday, big deck of data. Not very high tier, mid to low tier data. And then Friday, what do we have on Friday? Not much. CPI out of the ECB, the Eurozone. So quite a busy week, Chad. Not going to lie to you. It is not not as quiet as you would think it would be. So there we go. Let's get into the new week. Main focus this week, obviously CPI out of basically all the major zones. Eurozone, Germany, US, and then also we've got some labor data coming out of Britain tomorrow morning. So keep that in mind for the pound. All right, Chad, very interesting for me. It's a very, very interesting week. Last week I was bearish. However, we never came to fully retest the zone here. So what I'm looking at here for me, I'm going to delete this intermediate zone because it's not relevant for me now anymore. And you can say, Chris, why is it not relevant anymore? Because I'm looking at the most current data that I've got in front of me. And the most current data that I'm looking at is showing me that there's a potential minor support here. And there's a potential resistance up here. So this little intermediate level was important last week, but not now. So very, very simple for me going into this week. If we can hold this zone here, we are going to continue bullish to fill out this bullish range. If we cannot hold 104.64, then what's going to happen is we're going to go down to the next range, which is down here. And then after that, we're going to take it range by range, and then we'll see. This is actually more suited to be there, if I'm very honest, Chad. Sorry. More there. That looks better. So going into this week, I'm going with a neutral stance because this intermediate support can either be broken down, or what it's going to be is it's going to be used as a landing, not even a land, a takeoff strip to continue higher. So that's why I'm neutral on the week. On the daily, very, very clear what happened last week was that we found resistance in that area we have spoken about, the monthly pivot area. But then what made it weird is we didn't have follow through on Friday. I thought we were going to have that follow through on Friday where we closed something like this, which we didn't get. Unfortunately, we didn't close like that, which makes it weird now is that we are now stuck within this little range, which is up here, this upper end and the lower end. Why do I feel like somebody is... okay, Chad, sorry man. Click here to continue. Okay, sorry. To use the business card. I don't think there's enough money on the business card. Oh, is there? Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, is it working? Just let me know. We've got this little range we in. So even on the daily, I'm going to go with a little bit of a neutral stance and see what we do a little bit later. So daily neutral as well. And obviously, I've got a feeling they're gonna. There's two things that can happen here. I don't want to give too much of CPI. They're either gonna drive price in one direction, and then when CPI comes out, do completely the opposite, or they're gonna just park it in a range. So very, very simple. Looking at the 5 minute, what do we have? We've got a nice little Asia range here. We've got the daily pivot here, and you can see that the 80 is flat, Chad. This is what you call a neutral 80. It's not bullish, it's not bearish. It is just right there in the middle. It is what it is. And going into the session for me for the dollar, if we can hold above here, let me just change the color here. If we can hold above this level, Chad, I feel like we can see some type of bullish push. Otherwise, if we cannot get above this level here and hold above it, I feel like this is going to be the resistance for the session, and we're going to start trading lower to come and test this 104 65 level. So that is the dollar for me. I'm going to go over to Keeks now. Keeks, if you can do the dollar, I feel like the dollar is the main one that's going to dictate the entire week, if I'm honest.
Yeah, no, I do definitely agree with you. So funny enough, yeah, the weekly, I'm actually also going to take a neutral outlook, purely because of what's happening with CPI. We're going to see that play off there. But the daily, I'm still going to lean bearish. Reason being is I say we're most likely going to close bearish. But I definitely think coming in today and tomorrow, we're almost going to have very inside days. We're going to just be range bound. We're not going to go anywhere major. So if you guys can see, obviously we broke down on the weekly, coming down, rejecting this psychological 106 level. Now we have pushed all the way back down, but as you can see last week, well, the previous time we rejected that level, the next week we did kind of follow up, and we almost got that same pushback to that weekly key of 105.300 and rejected after that. Now we are basically closed on where today's weekly pivot is. So what I want to see with on the daily is almost this first push up was hitting that pivot, and now I want to see us trade down, almost getting something of a hitting this week. If we don't break through, I'd probably even see us basically just having that little wick and an ab roller at the end of the day. Otherwise, the second scenario is we can break through Tuesday, pull back into this range, and Wednesday just park off here until we decide which direction we're going to go. As you say, we're not going to talk too much about CPI, but as I say, I'm leaning more bearish. So when we look here on the 15, your lower time frames, we've obviously traded down opening the day, setting Asia highs, already basically testing both sides. This 115 basically setting the high and the low. So trade up, tested Asia highs, came down, tested Asia lows, trying to push away, coming back down, rejecting the daily pivot, and now fighting at the Asia lows. So the thing for me is, if we can stay underneath Asia lows here and finally break past the EQ, we can then look for that retest if anything. Otherwise, just holding below the EQ, then look for that push to the downside. But I must say, definitely taking more of a bearish outlook. But as I said, do think there's going to be quite a bit of volatility in the sense of that constant bounce back and forth with DXY today.
Keeks, before I go on, so the ab roller thing has actually become a thing.
Yeah.
Where it was just a joke initially because I said when I see that candle, that indecision candle, it looks like an ab roller. And what do ab rollers do? They roll out your abs, but in this case, it actually rolls out your account. It is just a horrific chat when you see those candles. All right, guys, over to US30. Let's quickly look at what do we have on the week. Give me 1 second. I'm going to finish up my analysis. We've got 8 minutes left. Don't stress. Do not fear. We are here for you guys. Last week, we were bullish. And as you can see, just played out beautifully. What am I this week? I am still bullish, Chad. Believe it or not. The only thing I do not like is that we've got little to no bottom wick. But we actually gapped down, which is fine. So still bullish on the week. I'm still expecting this all-time high levels to be tested again. Remember, markets don't just reverse out of nowhere with one high being created. Think about it. Think about how do you fake out buyers? You first create a new high. You grab those breakout buyers, and then you bring it lower. So if we are gonna come lower, which I doubt, Chad, we are in a bull market. There's more going for the US economy that's against it, where a lot of people will say, oh, there's a big crash coming, this and that. Great, there's a big crash coming, but for now, I'm going with the bulls, because looking at a weekly, if you're telling me that this looks like a bearish market, good luck with that. I really salute you, and I want to interview you on how you find that to be bearish. But in any case, so I'm expecting this week for this level to be tested. Very simple, 39,902. And then if we are going to pull back, I'm expecting this to be the low of the week, 39,109.60.6. So that's the low, that's the high of the week. I would love some type of pullback, but we'll see. Daily time frame, still bullish, Chad, as mentioned for most of the week last week. How do I short into a bullish day? I need to have some type of reversal candle, some type of bearish engulfing. I need to see a previous high being taken on the day. Let me just make this a lot darker. That's not dark enough. Chad, give me 1 second here. I need to see some type of wick to the upside, and then I need to see something like that engulfing the previous day. Then I can look for sells. But up until then, let's stick with the trend. It is bullish. The trend is your friend, as a lot of trading books would say. And then we've got Asia lows here. Beautiful little Asia range here that we can work with. Already trading above the daily pivot. EMAs are already looking nice and firmly bullish. So the bulls are loose, Chad. And there you can see the 80 clearly showing if you've been selling into this market and you thought the accumulation distribution indicator is for vibes, you obviously learned the lesson the hard way. And now everybody's going to say, what is the 80? We'll tell you about the 80 later. A very powerful tool that we only release to a select few, but we'll chat about it later. Keeks, do you feel like we can release it to 5 more people?
Yeah.
Because the Institute of Trading said, Chris, we're going to give you this powerful tool, but use it wisely, because with great power comes great responsibility. But anyways, Chad, I'm not trading US30 on the day during London, but I am going to say monitor this level down here, Chad. Very, very simple. And then also monitoring Asia highs. Very simple. NASDAQ. Here we go. NASDAQ last week we were bullish as well. And very, very simple here, Chad. Here we go. Beautiful. NASDAQ in this beautiful bullish range. And this is most probably going to either be the high of the week, and this could be the low of the week, or it could be flipped around, that being the high and then targeting the low. But we are still bullish on the week daily time frame. We are still bullish, Chad. There you can still see my analysis from Friday. I said beautiful breakout pattern. Join the Discord, Chad. This is in the Discord. Very, very simple. I need to point this out, that in the education section, go to buy scenarios, go to buy continuation. There you go. Market structure A. This is exactly what's happening there. Beautiful buy. And again, beautiful buy with the top wick to be filled. So I'm bullish on the day as well, Chad. Very, very simple. Bullish on the day. And let's check the lower time frames quickly. 5 minutes. We've got 3 minutes left till we open up these markets. Watch the daily pivot, watch Asia. It's very, very simple. It is the start of the week. Don't rush into anything. Let the market simmer a bit. Over to gold, Chatadonia. Let's go, baby. Gold. And this is something I can work with. I am going to just put it out there. We'll see what my boy Keegan says now. Chad, I am bullish on gold. I am bullish. And you can say, Chris, how are you bullish? Very, very simple. We talked about it. This being a bullish market and this being a bullish engulfing. Very simple here. So while we are trading above 2300, I'm bullish. I'm expecting us to at least as a minimum this week come all the way up to 2392 to create a top wick for that candle. And then most probably from there go to 2431. So bullish on the week for me. Very, very simple. Bullish engulfing here. Beautiful to see the bulls are loose. And then on a daily perspective, daily does not look too clean, if I'm very honest. We've broken out of this weird little range here. And what I'm looking at now is for us to hold 2340. Here's that monthly pivot level as well. And then ultimately for this week, my target is 2392. And then after that, all-time highs. And then we're just going to get really, really frisky with this pair. And that's when guys are going to get destroyed as well. When they're going to start trying to short every new high we're going to create. They're going to short clapped. Ask Mad Charts, the guy with the mask, the Avengers trader, asked him what happened once we hit new all-time highs. His signals group got absolutely murdered because he was trying to short. And after the 10th time, just give up. Just go with the flow. The flow is bullish. Why are you going against it? But anyways, neutral on the day for me, purely due to the fact that we can pull back. It is a Monday to come and retest 2340. And then we're going to really see the bulls get loose. Not foot loose, bulls loose. But anyways, that is a topic for another day. Asia highs up here. We've got Asia lows down here. The ADS looking somewhat bearish at this stage, curling around. So are we going to trade a little bit lower, a little bit deeper? I know some of you guys like Mad Charts, Chad. He's the type of guy that will buy the new subwoofer for his AirPods, that wants to feel that bass. But anyway, he's that type of guy. So let's look at it's currently looking bearish, Chad. I'm just going to wait for the session to start, and let's see where we trade a little bit later. So I'm not going to jump into anything crazy. Keeks, over to you, my brother.
Chris,
Sorry. Markets are open and in motion. Ding, 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 ding. Round one.
I think in the meantime, while I start going to this analysis, brother, I think you better get that live counter up for us. We are very close to that AK now. But yeah, Chad, let's get into the indices. So indices, I'm still very much bullish. Nothing's going to change that for me as of yet. There's absolutely no reason to sell. And as I always say to you guys, you're in between a range. If you've tested the bottom, you're now going to the top. As simple as that. So on the 4 hour, as you can see, again, lower time frames, the same type of entry criteria. You've now closed above those highs. We just want to see that continuation this whole morning. Unfortunately, the thing is, on the lower time frames, we've ticked all our boxes. So Asia lows is there. Asia lows is untested. So the thing for me is, if we turn around, we can basically see that come through. But again, we'll talk about obviously why this happened. Yeah, that was where we dropped the ball with the comics. Big miss for us, which allowed the dollar to come back in on the end of the day on Friday. So again, we don't have that coming through now this morning. So if anything, I would maybe just look for a retest of Asia highs. And if that holds, we can see the continuation back to the top of the zone. There's a little lower intraday resistance level to obviously break that, hold the R1, and then continue to the main zone we want to see tested. So NASDAQ still pretty much bullish. On US30, we are bullish, but obviously momentum slowing down a little bit. We finally broke through this 4-hour resistance level. But now the thing is, we can see it has been tested. So once you've broke above, few big tests, but now we have it to test, and a big break above, taking us out of that zone. So on the 15, same thing you'll see. This time around, we have tested Asia low, so that's given us that more reassurity. Tested that, holding the daily pivot, coming a little bit short of the EQ, but because we are quite congested over there, I'm okay with that. But the fact Asia low is being tested very early on, and then the break of test Asia highs, break Asia highs, and everything. So now same thing, we're just going to see the retest of Asia highs, see that hold with a close above, and then look to continue along. On the 4 hour, you will see, obviously, we're not really close to anything over here. Kind of some big moves that can happen till that weekly resistance. But again, we'd probably even look around that 39,600 level for a next TP area. We can see that obviously coming close around in between the R1 and R2. So that's just all we're going to look for over there. But again, if you're on the right side of US30, this is some very open traffic for the day. So it can potentially catch some massive moves here. Then lastly, we got gold. So gold, guys, I'm still bullish. Even though I have a bit more of a neutral outlook on the week, we are definitely going to have a bullish outlook. So we've obviously closing above that little key area, and now retesting that as we talk. So on the 4 hour, you will see over here, we are now testing this zone. So we just want to see what's going to happen here if we can hold. The thing we want to be careful of, guys, is this is coming down with a lot of momentum. So we just need to be very careful of where we catch it if we have all of that honesty there. But you will see here, obviously, daily pivot EQ right in the middle of the range. We've tested Asia highs, coming up for Asia lows, test, break, now continuation. So we have this level here, but we can possibly see a further break to that S1 weekly pivot. As I said, we don't see any slowing of momentum as of yet, so we don't want to try and catch that falling off. So see that come down to probably the weekly pivot. If we can start holding the weekly pivot S1, once we get back above this area and above that 200 again, That's where we will look to start going long to take it back to Asia lows, back to Asia highs, and then the continuation. So again, just a bit of being patient today, but I think we can catch a very, very solid move here today on gold.
You haven't done indices, eh?
I just did indices before this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, Chad. This man is ready. Give me 1 second, Keeks. You wait to sub counters on if you were six more,
Chad.
6 more for the Chad. Feeling cute. Might do a giveaway, and then really give myself some work to do with compliance, getting those accounts to you guys. Chad, give me 1 second. But yeah, new week has commenced. All old things from last week have gone. Somebody unsubscribed there. Thank you so much for unsubscribing. All right, Chad, give me 1 more second. Yeah, yen pairs. What is the yen pairs doing? I see there was some volatility overnight with the yen pairs. All right, Chad, let's go over to my screen. Let's quickly look at what Asia did overnight, guys. So I just want to see what the Asian markets did. I'm looking at Nikkei, basically flat minus 0.13. Nothing major there. China again leading up 0.56%, 0.6%. Beautiful to see the bulls loose in China. And then the JSE also going up green this morning, already up about 0.5%, no, 0.05%. So good to see the local markets doing some damage there. UJ Chad, very, very quickly on a weekly. What do we have here on the weekly? We've got an intermediate support. I'm expecting us to continue bullish. Sorry guys, I have mentioned to you that fundamentally that I am bearish on the yen. So I'm bullish on the week. Daily time frame, what do we have on the daily? Nice little intermediate daily break here. So we could see some bullish continuation here on the day. 5 minute, very simple for me. What do we have on the 5? We've got a nice tight little range here. We've got this massive wick to the bottom. I don't know, was that a tweet? That must have been some algos reacting to a tweet. And nothing in this range, Chad. It is just messy, messy, messy. So I'm going to wait for that to dissolve somewhat and see where we are. Yen. Let's look at yen. All of the yen pairs are going to look exactly the same. If you were wondering, daily for me is also still bullish. The 5 minute, what do we have on the 5? Yeah, so you can see that obviously a little intervention candle there. What is this? R1? No. All right, Chad. Asia lows, round number. So I'm going to say let's monitor this level, Chad. I'm actually going to set some alerts there. 195. Beautiful. Asia lows, daily pivot, round number. That is where we can potentially try to do something there. 80 is still looking bullish, so let's see what we do a little bit later there. EJ is going to look exactly the same as EJ. So yeah, weirdly enough, there you go, still bullish. Daily still bullish as well. We talked about it on Friday. There's that key level 167.53. 5 minute time frame. What do we have on the 580? Is looking nice and strongly bullish. How do we execute on this bad boy? Only thing is Asia highs have been taken, so yeah, EJ not looking too clean. But Chad, that is the analysis. We can start to get comfortable now. We can start to look at this 5 subs we still need. I don't know, is it possible for me to move this poll? Let me refresh the chat. Alright, by refreshing the chat, I lost the chat on this side. Okay, 4 more, chat. If you have not subbed yet, feel free to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and let's get to 8K. Remember the day when we were fighting for 1K,
Yeah.
and now we fighting for that 8K. All right, 3 more, Chad. I cannot shift to the other chat, so if I'm missing the chat, because look here, maybe I must pull this up.
There's always gonna be
Okay,
those
there we
guys
go.
that are unsubscribing now.
Guys, we still love you, even if you unsubscribe. Let me do this. Okay, it's still staying. Okay, now I've got the chat up.
Oh damn, 2 more.
Subscriptions vibrating here. Chad, okay, let's start fresh. If you posted anything in the chat and you want us to read out what you said, now is the time. Sorry, we keep it very 100 when it comes to the analysis, because that's ultimately what this channel is about. As much as it's about the positive energy, about the all of the positive things, it's also about trading. Ultimately making sure that you guys are well equipped with your daily bias. Keegs, and I was thinking over the weekend, chatting to a few traders that we've helped in the past and still helping. And for me, ultimately, I would say, Chad, the biggest thing is your daily bias.
Yeah.
That for me, if you can get this right, trading becomes easy. Your decision making becomes easy, and it's like people neglect having the ability to get a weekly bias and a daily bias. I don't know why, but it's like nobody's focusing on that. Everybody's focusing on sniper entries.
Yeah.
And
it is.
so, Chad, 2 more. 2 more. Alrighty. Had such a good week last week. Messed it up with one trade. Rebuilding this week. Ruach. It happens. It happens. Wayne could say good morning. I hope everyone had a good weekend. I hope the gents did the things for Mother's Day. Wayne, we did. And just a special shout out to my mother. Absolute legend of a human being. And then also shout out to my wife for also being an amazing mother. Even though I didn't post anything on Facebook, I still love you. I don't know, sometimes it seems if it's not on Facebook it didn't happen, but anyways, Chad, let me not get myself into trouble here. 8K, baby.
Oh, 8K, baby.
Okay, you guys already know where we're going with this. Gigs, do I have permission? Oh shit, let me just do this. Do I have permission? Okay. All right. Anyways, let's bring that energy here, and let's pause this for a bit. Let's bring the literally believed in us before anything, Chad, before anything took off. These guys came in and said, listen, yeah, we want to back you guys. We see the vision. And then later on, now you've got all these other brokers and little fuck boys from other brokers now trying to make moves. Where were you at 250 subs? That's all I'm saying. Keeks, where were they when Keegan was streaming off a laptop with a headset? Keeks, what do you rate?
They all want to jump on the bandwagon later on, but they wouldn't believe on us from the start.
So it's easy to get, it's easy to try and jump onto something that's got momentum, but if you have to pay for something to get momentum, then it's like, I don't want that. I don't want a car that's standing still. I want a car that's already moving. So I'm 3 months in, not full OG. Strobe K, that's very close to. The plan today is to trade. We are literally just waiting for us to break out of the Asia range. Chad, we haven't broken out of the Asia range. DXY, still that key level. We want to see something away from here. US30 as well, back at Asia highs as mentioned. And NASDAQ coming back for the Asia highs. Gold a little bit trickier. Keek, sorry man, I missed. I was busy with some side quests. Gold, what's your bias for the day?
I'm bullish, brother.
Bullish. Okay. Alright, Euro USD going up, GBP USD going down. Okay, there we go. So big shout out to all of you guys. This is why we do it. We do it for you guys, and you guys are the legends. So I just want to see when we started the lives. Oldest. I know it's already 9 months, gigs. Okay, Chad, it's 9 months. Chad, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how you guys clicked on a stream with a thumbnail like this. If I'm being honest, that's when we had. How you guys clicked on this is, Chad, I don't know. It is just grace, because and then we had this young guy that joined me, and then from there things just escalated. But yeah, it was just a bad time to be a thumbnail at that stage, because thumbnails were bad. And now Mo's gonna drop in the chat and say it wasn't that bad. Alright, GBP New Zealand. No. Keeks, GBP New Zealand. Somebody asking there. Yeah, I don't know. GBP New Zealand. There's a lot of things that's better to do here than GBP New Zealand. We've got some. I'm looking at gold here, chat. 2350. This is quite a big level. Do not throw this level away. 80 is bearish, however. This is the low of the week so far. Let me just see. Yeah, that's the low of the week. So, what are we doing here? Are we gonna break higher, or are we just gonna continue lower? We're gonna need to see. DXY still fighting at this key level range here. So let's see what DXY does. I'll have a look at GBP New Zealand now. I just want to make sure that the things we actually trade, we don't miss anything. I really want to lock in here this morning before we look at getting sidetracked with the side missions. Weekly neutral. Did I go through the majors? I didn't go through the majors, Chad. No, I didn't. Let's quickly do the majors. Weekly for me is Weekly for me is technically new. Yeah, we can actually see the bearish continuation now, Chad. That's maybe the pullback done. I'm still going to be neutral on the weekly. What is the daily on GU? The daily is still within this messy little range, Chad. Here's that range we talked about last week. There's that 200 daily EMA up there. So this is still within a range. So if we can hold this 12500 level, we can go to the upper end of the range. The 5 minute Kicks, I didn't do GU and EU. Chad, did I? No, I didn't. I just went straight to the yen
I
pairs.
don't remember. Yeah, I remember the yen.
80 is looking bearish, Chad. So 80 is looking like it wants to cool around now. But we need to monitor that. Asia highs have been taken. Here's the daily pivot. So very simple for me. If we reject this daily pivot and we start trading below the Asia lows and we stay below the Asia lows, we're going for that 12500 level. So very, very simple. I'm going to set some alerts here at 125.18 for us for potential sell continuations. Very, very simple for me. Don't have to overcomplicate it. We need to reject there. Otherwise, if we do not reject there, it's going to be a weird day in the markets. And then Euro USD weekly time frame. Let's see the weekly. Weekly as well. Still looking bullish, however, but inside week, trading inside the previous bullish weekly candle. So can we see some type of rejection here? I'm going to be neutral as well, just due to the fact we've got CPI, big one. And then here, interesting enough, there's your daily 200 EMA there. Here's the breakout zone. So if we can hold that level, potential bullish momentum. Otherwise, neutral on the day for me as well. Euro USD just, yeah, I don't know, stepping to heaven here. 5 minute. What is the 5 doing? The 5 is looking horrific, Chad. You don't want to be part of this accumulation distribution chart here. Look at this. Indecision.
Oh, that's rough.
Indecision. ZWD. What is that? I've never even heard of that. Zim dollar. Is that the Zim dollar? Yeah, Euro USD, Chad. Really? Yeah, I don't know. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. So no, not doing anything on Euro USD. Okay, there we go. Let's see while we wait here. GBP New Zealand dollar. Let's quickly bring it up here for my brother. GBP New Zealand very quickly. Where's that brother that I gave the analysis to on oil that made some bank? I can almost promise you that brother has already blown those profits. But anyways, let me know if he's in the chat. GBP New Zealand dollar. Let's see. Sure. Some analysis on this chart. Let's do this. Alright, GBP New Zealand dollar weekly time frame for me is bearish because we've created a high. There's the high that was created into this previous little order block, whatever you want to call it. We failed to continue higher after retesting this breakout zone here. That's the breakout zone that was supposed to hold. We failed that. We closed back in the range. So I'll be bearish on this all the way down to this level down here. On the weekly, daily time frame, what do we have on the daily? Alright, daily you can see that we have now broken structure to the downside. Very simple for me. We need to reject this level on the daily to continue lower. Otherwise we can trade back inside of the range. 5 minute time frame, what do we have here? We've got a very weird Asia range here. There you've got Asia highs and you've got Asia lows down here. Give me 1 second. Asia highs and we've got Asia lows down here. So you've already taken Asia highs. Oh no, you haven't. You haven't taken Asia highs. You're trading at a daily R1. Okay, very simple. If you cannot hold this level here, this level right here, if you cannot hold above it, we are coming lower below Asia lows. Very simple. very, very simple, my brother who's asking about GBP New Zealand. You need to hold above here. If you can't hold above here, what's going to happen is you're going to come to a minimum to come and test this level. And also you can see that your 80 is starting to flip somewhat bearish. So there's GBP New Zealand dollar. Your key level to monitor now is 2.084. Very simple. There you go, my brother. Compliments of Vault Markets and Vault Funder. You choose. Okay, how do I get this off? Okay, there it's gone. Beautiful. Alright, DXY doing numbers here. Keeks Gold, what are we doing? 2350, is that one of your key levels?
Gold
2350.
is my level's actually under it, which you are rejecting. So it is looking good.
Okay. It really wasn't that bad though. It was bad. It was bad. I only started after the first meet and greet at the office. Still remember. I'll try the stream. They offered a free beer. Really? Damn. We clicked on it because for one, someone didn't try to clickbait us. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. When you made daily, oh yeah, until the daily breakdown. Damn, bro. Shout out for the hoodwork, Bula. Those were literally shot in the hood. Until I'm not gonna disclose the location, but literally, I would say 2 kilometers away from one of the most dangerous parts in Port Elizabeth. Katanga, for the guys that know it. Those videos were, I didn't tell anybody, but I was in the hood, Chad. You guys thought I was joking when I said I'm a man of the people. When you pass phase 1 on Vault Funder, do you get phase 2 immediately? Yes, even after, but just make sure that you've done your minimum trading days. So you can't buy the account now, pass it in one trade. There's 5 minimum trading days that need to go past. Chatting to I don't know if you guys saw over the weekend, Andy Steele Smith planning on either getting Andy down here or I'm gonna go up to Cape Town. So Andy is let me just show you guys quickly here. Andy Steele Smith, an absolute legend of a guy. I saw him on a podcast, Wide Awake podcast, and I saw this white dude from Australia that went into, or here's the thing, he's been doing it for 27 years. He's been doing street ministry, gang ministry, and even the prayer we're doing now in the mornings, I told Andy, I said, bro, I'm not really comfortable. I don't want to make it a religious thing. And he said, dude, you don't have to make it a religious thing. That's just your faith. Like, stand on it. But yeah, Andy Steele Smith, doing a lot of street ministry for the last 27 years in gang-related areas. And in his exact words, he told me the money he makes basically doing business, he then just gives it away into his ministry, self-funded. He's not the guy that's flying around in jets asking people for money to buy a jet. No. He makes his own money and then gives it away. So absolute legend of a human being, and also just a very solid businessman as well. So the big thing for me as well, as I told him, he's been featured on BBC, Japan's news channel CBS. Can't give out too much, but some of you guys will watch it and pay for it on a monthly basis. There's a company, starts with the N, ends with the X, but that's let's not go too much into that. But yeah, chat. So connected with him at the start of the year and had a long call. Our first call was almost an hour long, and I said, Andy, I want to meet with you just purely as a person. I respect what you do. I foresee what you're doing, that is what I would expect Jesus to be doing if he was on earth today. Jesus would not be jumping on stage with smoke machines blowing up his nose. Jesus would be there where Andy is, in the gang areas, in the areas where nobody wants to go. So yeah, we're going to do a podcast with him. And also I want to sit down and do something more business related with him as well. So it's going to be two sides to the podcast.
I must say, that's going to be interesting though, that one.
Yeah, here's my thing though. To be honest, Chris, I'm Hindu, but I still listen to you. Kalen, I still love everybody, Hindus, Muslims. So Chad, please do not feel like I'm pushing anything on you. That is the beauty of it. I'm not pushing anything on you guys. It's just for me personally. And if you listened to the podcast last night, Shaquille talked about it as well. We talk about the 3 F's. Faith, fitness, finance, and all of that basically works in line to create a solid man, a solid human being. So it all starts there. So yeah, Andy Steele Smith, Chad. I don't know, maybe my wife's watching. I wanted, so he basically said that if I come down to Cape Town, I can spend the one day with him, going into these gang areas, ministering to the guys, and then the one evening, he basically holds a braai between 2 of the gang areas there, and then spend a night there. I've asked Mo if he wants to come. Again, not forcing Mo. But again, need to chat to my wife, because on the one end, if something had to happen to me, it could also be very selfish. I've got a young son that's 3 years old and a daughter that's 7. So yeah, I'm gonna still chat to my wife. We'll pray about it, and if she's uncomfortable with it, we'll just do the podcast. If she's comfortable with it, I will be spending a day with Andy in these areas doing content. Mo, I've chatted to Mo on Saturday after I had the call with Andy. So also said, Mo, yeah, you don't have to come with, bro. Like, I can also shoot the camera. Like, we'll make a plan. But if you want to come with, there's opportunity for you. So, and it's not like we're expecting something to happen, Chad, but also you cannot be ignorant to the fact that you're going into a dangerous area. Some of us think, when you think gangster, you're thinking these rap videos. Chad, that's not gangsters are ruthless people that are literally fighting for their life there. They're into drugs, yeah. Anyways, Chad, let's not, these guys that you think are gangsters on social media or whatever, those are not gangsters. Gangsters are not on social media. Like, here's my thing. You know who said it very well? Eric Thomas. He said real gangsters don't need to tell you they're a gangster on social media. And that's why I say Tupac was not a gangster. That's why Tupac got clipped. He was not a gangster. Trying to act gangster when you're not is going to get you into trouble. So, anyways. No, I really appreciate it, Kaylan. Warren J, looking forward. Yeah, that is going to be a mad pod. Kicks, this is my first day on your routine, brother. I'll keep you posted on it. What routine is this?
From the last post, having a healthy, daily routine.
Can I comment routine and get it?
It's on the post.
Is it on?
Guys, this just shows you my boy doesn't even watch my reels.
No, man. I'm joking. I'm still waiting for my free gold course.
Guys, he's lying. That man gets the gold course here every day. He gets it with the extra sauce.
Yeah, no, Ed, here's the thing, bro. If Mo bails, I'll film for you, Chris. Yeah, I just need to chat to my wife, bro. I just need to chat to my wife. Because there is a level of risk going into these areas. Oh, damn, there we go. Very weird movement here. Gold still sitting at the lows. Euro USD pumping. GU now back above the daily pivot. Failed to close below. Thanks so much, man. Clay's Biz, aren't you smart investor? You changed your name if I'm not mistaken. Clay's Biz, I haven't seen you here. Yeah, Slashy, social media is not, yeah, the guys don't realize. The guys don't realize what's the focus trader. Okay, yeah, I thought so because I can see the profile picture. Chad, interestingly enough, DXY breaking out here. Big thing now is what are we going to do at Asia lows? If we can reject Asia lows, stay below Asia lows, then we could have some type of a bearish trend. Only thing is gold is also going low, so one of these two not in line. US30 also back inside the Asia range. NASDAQ not yet. Gold going back for that monthly pivot, that daily S1. Order flow is still bearish on gold. Euro, alright. What is Euro doing here? Yeah, Euro, we need to see Asia highs hold. Not gonna do anything there. Yen pair still chilling. GJ, what is GJ doing? Okay, GJ. I want to see that Asia lows, chat. I'm not interested here. But there we go, EJ. Marco, it all depends. It all depends on your situation. Nobody's situation is the same. Somebody would, it would be better for them. They may be on a tax directive. They can claim the depreciation. They can claim the monthly installments against their income as an expense. So yeah, it all really depends on your situation. The only thing for me is it feels terrible if I'm not getting the tax benefit of financing a car or buying a car. Why invest money into a depreciating asset? So why take, say, 500k, put it into a car that's going to lose 30% of that value over a year? So then it just feels wrong. Like that depreciation, you at least need to get some type of advantage out of it. And you can get that advantage from basically tax. So instead of that, basically goes, so how it works is, let's say, very simple. And again, I'm not a tax specialist, Chad. So please don't. I did accounting 1 and 2, but I'm not a tax specialist. I know enough just to get me around. Income and expenses. So basically, the big thing with tax is, what is your net profit at the end of the day after calculating your income, all the income sources, and then all of your expenses? What are you sitting with net available? And that is ultimately what you are going to get taxed on, the net profit. So as a business person, as somebody that wants to reduce tax, not evade tax, reduce it, your idea is if my income is very high or my income is relatively high, I need to also then bring up my expenses, not silly expenses, but expenses that I can use to better my business, to um, basically do business, cost of sales, all of that. So then to bring that net profit down. So the way you do that is with getting a nice, decent car that's going to give you a nice, solid depreciation, so that that depreciation comes as an expense, and that basically the net effect is that your actual income becomes lower without you really losing the money as directly losing it, because you finance the vehicle, but you're getting the benefit of the depreciation. Anyways, so for me, in that sense, the vehicle makes a lot of sense to finance it, because the monthly payments, firstly, that is a tax deductible, that's an expense, the monthly payment as well as the depreciation. So your mindset should be, how can I effectively increase my expenses to basically do certain things without spending the money actually. You can DM Keegan. I understand, but you finance or you're not in debt, because my family are really driving me away from being a debt. Yeah, Marco, sorry man, then your family either has not been in business, or yeah, I don't know, then they either just love paying tax. Then if they love paying tax, then beautiful for them. Some things you're just not going to be able to buy cash when you start off, like a house. Nobody comes out of university unless you inherited money buying a house cash. So some stuff you just can't buy cash, unfortunately. Pleasure, but again, Marco, like I said, it's nothing against your family. It's just some things are really specific for a specific use case. Maybe buying a car cash for you is perfect. Maybe that is the perfect thing that you need to do. But in most cases, if you are a commission based worker where you earn commission, you can apply for a tax directive, and all of these little things come off as an expense, because you want to ideally not show a profit at the end of the year. Alrighty, Chad. Very, very weird price action. Here we go. DXY, gold on the low of the day, DXY on the low of the day. So, Chad, look at this. Something is brewing here. Something is brewing here with gold and the dollar basically trading almost correlated here. Very, very odd. Yeah, this is very weird for me. Gold and dollar on the lows. Chad, one of these two is basically going to create a false move here. Let's check gold, GBP, USD. Chad, was this a little tweet that came out? This was around about 3 o'clock as the markets open up in Asia, or do you think that's just a bulk load of orders being loaded? I haven't read the headlines as of yet. Sure, the yen pairs have been trading very weird. Let's check the XY. This week, really want to focus on the weekly pivots, Chad. Really want to lock it in. 4 hour time frame, really want to start locking in. There was some beautiful swing positions last week that we missed, so not a lot, only two that I could see, but this week really wanna lock it in with the swing positions. One I can already see setting up here this week is this year. Potential shorts here on GU. Either shorts or some longs here off this weekly pivot. Beautiful at the weekly pivot. And we've got a nice resistance up here. And we've got a nice little support down here. And if we close something like this on the 4 hour, I'm going to look for the shorts. But if we close something like this on the 4 hour, we're going to look for those potential longs, because what's happening here, this is what you call accumulation, Chad, where price is just consolidating, condensing, and it's building up for a big move. The longer it consolidates, the more explosive the move out of this range is going to be. So if it consolidates here for another, let's say up until CPI, it's going to be a massive move. Think of it as a string that you, a rubber elastic that you're pulling and you're pulling and you're pulling. Obviously there's going to be a bigger reaction by the time you leave it. So so we're gonna look at that, Chad. That is the one that I'm looking at. Then the other one, Chad, please remind me to check the 4 hour close at 11 if I do forget. Check the 4 hour, yeah. Euro USD, weekly pivot down here. Not anything clean here. Last week you had a nice little buy. Didn't do a lot of work though. Nila unfortunately got stopped out with his position on have I not done the weeklies on this one? Damn. Have I done gold at least? Yeah. Chris, did you manage to get a petrol station yesterday? I did. Yo, the thing is, I've done that multiple times. I don't know, it's a weird thing that I do. That I'm like, okay, let me first get to the gym. I'm not gonna do petrol now. Let me first get like a bigger task out of the way, which is that hour and a half in the gym. Then put in fuel. And I didn't realize I was that low. And then when I checked down, I was like, yo, This is a little story I can tell the guys of operating in faith. You can ask my wife. I've years ago I had the 3 Series gold BM, the 320i, and some of you guys that would know, not target clip, what's the circular drive dip. And as you go up, I was the guy standing there next to the road, and I had to literally phone my wife. Yes, she laughed. 2 liter came there, and yo, went to go stand without petrol. I was like, yo, I feel like an idiot. People driving past there, ja, jy wil 'n BM ry, maar jy het nie geld vir petrol nie. Valentine, the thing is with the move on CPI, remember it's going to build. I can't just say at the start of the week. I need to see what price does with the build up to there. Saying now bullish, bearish, it's irrelevant. It's arbitrary. There's no sustenance. There's nothing backing what I'm going to say now. So, yeah. For me, so far, it's been very simple. Inflation has been sticky. We've talked about it the last time. All of the calls so far on inflation has been rock solid. And again, it's just reacting to the data, knowing what the data is going to do. There are times when data is going to come out and you can't do anything because it's mixed. It's not giving you anything. So there'll be initial moves, but to get stuck into it, you're just going to get hurt. Lottering. Asia highs and Asia lows. Very simple, my brother. Here you go. So my time that my charts are set at is UTC +2 or GMT +2. That is for South African time. And you basically take the range. You can either mark it out from 1 o'clock South African time to 6 o'clock South African time, and you can just literally box out that area where price traded in, and then I just use the bodies of that low and the high, and that is my Asia range. So the candles that's within that box. Hope that helps, my brother. Very, very simple, very effective. Chris, has a broker ever called you like Shaq? No, that is why Rise, I can honestly say that's why Rise FX is closed. Firstly, here's my thing, Chad. You cannot tell a trader what to do. So phoning a trader and saying, hey, bro, I think you should maybe, hey, man, you made some money, like close the trade. Bro, I've never heard of such, I don't know is that a word? Unprofessionalism. Chad, imagine Vault Markets phoning you, you're in a good position, and there's somebody on the other side saying, hey Chris, those longs you caught on NASDAQ from 16,000. Bro, like, why don't you take some profit now? Like, you had a good run, you made a good swing, like, close the trade. Like, maybe this thing pulls back, you made your money. Bro, I've never heard of that, to be honest, in all my years. That is insane. That is, again, why I can almost tell you now, Rise FX is not around anymore. That is also why that group, that is why you'll see even one of the shareholders of that prop firm basically posted, do not use them, this, that. Chalked, Chad, chalked. Yeah, anyways, let me not get into that so early on a Monday. Let's not get into that. Oh yeah, somebody asking, is Vault Funder, how does Vault Funder work, and is it approved and not a scam? EagerPie, go to the website. I'm honestly not even going to answer your question. If you're asking how it works, and there's an entire website created with all of the information on. And there's a YouTube channel as well, EagerPie. And then, what did you ask? Is it approved? How do you mean, is it approved? If you're saying, is it regulated? Yes, it is regulated by the FSCA, not as an online prop firm, but as a financial services provider. Because there's no existing framework for regulation in the prop firm space. We've chatted with the FSCA, we've chatted with multiple regulators. There's no regulation. The only answer they give you is try and fit what you do into one of the silos we currently have. Whether it's financial advice, whether it's intermediary services, all of that. So when it comes to that, we are a registered financial services provider. Is Vault Funder a good prop firm? J Bong, second best to FTMO. Thanks, Chris. I'm from Cape Town. Beautiful, beautiful. No, Lottering, we've obviously seen you on the chat. Yeah, that's unethical behavior. Yeah, here's the thing, Chad. We had on Vault Funder. That's why we've never faked out payouts. That other firm, Winlu, they faked payouts saying they've had over 1 million payouts, but they hardly broke 200,000 Rand in sales that month. But anyways, we were hoping for a trader to get paid out, because we're not going to fake payouts and say, oh, hey, Keegan, we're going to give you a payout certificate and say you got a 1 million Rand in payouts. No, we do stuff for real here. And the one trader, believe it or not, was sitting on a beautiful payout, and the marketing team phoned me and said, listen, we want to do something with a payout. Can't we, the one guy we hear sitting on a good payout, can't we phone him and say, listen, don't trade, wait for your payout? I said, absolutely not, can we do that? Then secondly, they said, can't we pay him out earlier? And I said, absolutely not. Why do we have the rules of the business then? We can't compromise the rules. Then if I do it for one guy, we need to do it for everybody. And they're like, okay, fair enough. And that guy blew the account. And then marketing was like, bro, I told you we should have. I said, no, you can't tell a trader, firstly, what to do. And secondly, you can't compromise on your business model. Because you compromise for one, you compromise for everybody. So no, Keeks, we were just chatting about Rise FX, phoning the boys. Close your trades. I don't know, Keeks. I saw a channel. Somebody sent it to me on Friday. A channel, Trade to Survive. I don't know. Chad, have you ever...
Sounds very familiar.
Yeah, I don't know, Chad. Have you heard of a channel? Let me just go and watch Trade to Survive. Because I don't know, is this the right time and place to maybe chat about this?
Yeah, bro. Trade time.
Trade to Survive, Chad. I don't know. I don't know where I've seen Trade to Survive. Trade to Survive. Okay. Alright, it seems this guy was also with Raise FX. Okay. Trade to Survive. I wonder where you got that from. You haven't seen Trade to Survive, eh? That's not something you've seen.
Nah, it doesn't sound like familiar though. Hey, I don't know where they would have come up with that name.
I don't know. Let me go chat. I don't know. Let's see. Oh man, Trade to Survive, yeah. And then the guy goes and names his YouTube channel that. Alright. Oh, what did you say, Keeks? Innovate, don't imitate. Is that what you just said? Yeah. Sorry, I didn't hear that.
You know my thing is, bro. At least my thing is, if you are gonna copy us, at least try and do a better job than us.
Ruan, I've never heard of Ruan. Who's Ruan? Thanks, Ian. Have you heard of a Ruan? Keeks? Ruan. I've never heard of her.
You know, there was this caveman, I think was named Ruan.
Yeah. And what did he do?
I don't know, bro. He couldn't figure out there was this thing called lights.
Oh, was he in a cave?
Yeah, always in a cave. And also mics, bro. I don't know. They don't understand how audio works. How it follows through. It's delivered.
I heard the boys are repping fake watches as well there. So here's my
fake watches.
Chad, okay, listen.
Fake prop firms.
Listen here. Let me just nuke that company now. Or not nuke the company. So I don't even know how to pronounce the guy's surname. Alex Volkanovsky. what is that? Anyway, the guy from markets.com. Chad, here's my thing. If you are gonna do, here's the thing. Firstly, Rise FX chalked. Okay, that's the one thing. Then you just do a complete rebrand. I don't know what happened in the back end there. Now it's markets.com. Then you've got the Alex guy that's like the marketing. I don't know. He's like the influencer. I don't know what he's doing there. But anyways, then you have the guys posting with fake APs, posting fake Rolexes. And then my question is like, so firstly, the prop firm that you had shares in posted fake results. Follow the thread here, Chad. I want you to follow the thread. Firstly, you fake payouts, okay? That's the first thing. Then you as one of the shareholders come out and say, listen, don't use the company. They're not going to pay you out, okay? Then you follow that up with posting content with fake APs, fake watches trying to sell the lifestyle. Again, fake. So what is real then? What can I believe if I come on there? Like, now you're saying firstly the first firm you were, and I'm just as a blanket, Chad, the first firm you worked with, Rise, chalked, gone. It's into the metaverse. Then you promoted a prop firm that is still running, but you publicly come out and you chalk it, you blitz it, complete scam, whatever it is. And then thirdly, you post stuff with fake watches and shit. Like, what is, Keegan, my question is, what can I believe now? How do I believe any of what you are doing?
You know, the best thing for me is, I always say, guys, there's a difference in a team. When you want to build the dream team, you build the dream team. You don't go build a team from Wish. And that's the difference here. You can sign up every Tom, Dick, and Harry that you want to. That's not going to change anything. That they are trying to jump on the bandwagon of everything. When the fights was going to happen, no one even brought up one of their boys. All of a sudden, their guys want to start challenging us. And we're like, who are you guys? Then actually, you know what? I didn't even want to give this guy the time. But I don't know if you saw the one guy. His name, I don't know what's with Alex, but the guy's also name's Alex.
Yeah.
And I see he's part of marketing.com, and he's also an affiliate for Windloo. So he's part of that whole team. And he starts literally spamming our posts of Shaq. This scammer, who's this guy? It's a pity. That's the problem with our industry in South Africa. People get a platform like this.
Really? Well, I don't even see
go
it.
And you'll be like, they get a platform like this, and we promote these scammers and all these things. And I go over to this guy's page, and I'm like, who are you? Like, this is a guy, and the best thing for me, all of his results is literally they're identical to a Joash. It's just a page of 0.01s labeled barcoded, hides his balance, and then the few wins he has is obviously on the prop firm account. He's showing you a challenge account. And I'm like, who do these guys think they are?
It makes me think of Conor McGregor, that one press conference. Who the fuck is that guy? And he looks around. It's like, bro, who spoke? Like, speak when you're spoken to.
But it was the same thing. There was even the flex, and anyone can tell me what they want to. But when Tristan Tate was bashing Lewis Hamilton,
yeah.
and they addressed it at one of the race conferences, and Lewis was just like, sorry, who's that?
Where did Tristan bash Lewis?
Yeah, he was talking to him about how he is with these cars and all of this, but get him out of his car and I'll knock him.
Ugh, bro.
And then Lewis was like, who's this?
Bro, Lewis is currently the best F1 driver to have ever lived. Come on, man.
But to be fair, actually,
Tristan,
hold on,
better than
Chad.
that.
Before we even get there, Jean Lee, the fact he's in the chat here, Jean, I actually love you said that there. That is exactly why you moved away from them, because you were working with these guys. So you know exactly the people we're talking about.
Stefan, the issue here is that Vault Funder and Vault Markets is two separate businesses. And if you compliance, Stefan, it sounds very simple. Transfer from your Vault Markets account to your Vault Funder account, or even from your Vault Funder account into your Vault but compliance, my dude, it is a spider's nest that we've sat with compliance, and compliance is just like,
I think end of the day, the easiest way is just to say people think they're the same company, but end of the day they're also two complete different entities. They're not the same company.
Yep, unfortunately, there you have it.
Compliance is a fuck up.
Yeah, compliance is just like, guys, get out of my office. Get out of here. That's real. No, but anyways, Chad, not going to chat about it, but here's my thing. I've got a lot of respect for Ruan. He puts in some good work ethic. I feel like he's with the wrong team, if I'm very honest. So, yeah, if you guys tell Ruan to come over to the winning team. And here's my thing. If a broker or somebody can't even give you a decent light and cameras, come on.
Like I say, guys.
And again, sorry. All of this equipment was not bought by the broker. It was bought by us as the team. But again, we've got our own YouTube channel. So as much as we're building the other brands, we're also building our brand. So we said, listen, yeah, we will get our own gear. Because if we ever want to, and I'm not saying we will, but if we ever want to just break away and say, listen, yeah, 2G's is not affiliated with anybody. We can just walk away and nothing changes. You guys hear what I'm saying? So,
but I think that's just the thing, guys. Again, we're not trying to bring the smoke now for these guys, because these boys won't handle it anyway. But the thing is, they're not bad guys. It's the thing again of they caught up in the wrong areas.
Yeah.
And they're doing things just the wrong way.
I think sometimes let me, here's my thing. Always be authentic at one stage or another. If you do fake stuff, it's gonna catch up with you. And the thing is, the truth will always come out, Chad. We've spoken about it. The truth is like a little sore. You can put cream on it if you want to cover something up. If you want to cover up the truth, it's going to sit there like a little sore, but at one stage it's going to come out, and that is when things really go ugly. Keys, I was thinking about a business over the weekend, renting cars to forex traders that we can, because we know Rian at BMW, so we can organize like photo shoots. So we'll do like a 5K package.
Yeah.
And then you can say, hey, car number 7, yeah, and you hear what I'm saying. So
You know, I always thought about that. Hey, I was saying about the one day when I was watching, it was Radl's video where he was exposing these guys about their cars, and how basically they all go. And now the thing is, now you as a salesman, like let's just for example say it's Rian. Rian sells the car to this guy, and he goes there on delivery day to go pick up his car.
Yeah.
But now you, this random oak who he's never met, comes with him. You do photos with the actual owner
Yeah.
who bought the car. But now you get told, listen, can you just take the same photos but with this guy as well, as if he bought the car? And then you stand there, take the photos with the salesman and hey, your champagne.
Car
and
number
then,
7.
And then literally you go climb outside, climb into your Uber, and the actual owner climbs in the car and goes home.
Yeah, Spirit, I don't know. That's the thing with social media. What is real? What is not real? I don't know. Liesel, here's my thing. You're not going to get a refund because that 55K is paid to the FSCA. Because remember, there's actually staff that's going to go through your application. There's going to be internal meetings held at the FSCA. So there's a lot of human capital that's moving. There's going to be interviews done. There's going to be backwards and forwards. So it's almost like saying, listen, Keegan, I want to pay you for your consultation. Keegan is maybe a turnaround strategist. I'm going to pay you 55K Keegs, but again, if it doesn't work out, can I get a refund? It's like Keegan still did the work. So no, that 55K is non-refundable, Liesel. That's why you got to make sure your ducks are in a row. So you want to do an application for CAT 1 to 3. That is very ambitious. That is very, very ambitious. I really like that. CAT 1 to 3. Mustafa Fayik. What do you guys think of the synthetics market? It's very nice if you like gambling at home. Otherwise, if you like gambling, rather go to, I've said it so many times, casino, it's a vibe, there's drinks that's brought out to you. But if you like gambling at your house, that's a very nice way to. Salam alaikum. Beautiful, beautiful. There we go. There we go. Here we go. Chat, baby. Yo, guys, nothing here as of yet. Dollar still within its range. So I'm waiting to see if we can now finally break away from this daily pivot. And then I want to see gold above 23.50. Keegs, I've mentioned to the guys, it's weird that dollar and gold is at the lows.
Yeah. No, moving together a bit there.
Yeah, that's the weird thing for me. And then GU is just, yeah, bro, at the weekly pivot. But we're going to see that 4-hour close. Does the FSCA wa alaikum salam show? Does the FSCA only expose illegal trading, or do they also expose real traders? The FSCA can expose anything they want to within the financial industry. If anybody is doing anything that is not in line with the FASE Act, the Financial Advisory and Intermediary Service Act, you can download this for free. Wait, where is it? If they are doing anything that is not in line with the FASE Act, because this is the act, this is basically the rule for financial services providers, then you can get clapped. So you can go through it, go download it. It's a 37-page document. When you do your RE exam, I don't have my RE certificate here, but once you do your RE exam, you basically get examined on this. So very, very simple when it comes to financial advice. When it comes to trading other people's money, the question is, who does the discretion sit with? As soon as the discretion sits with you as a trader and not the client, then you require a CAT 2 license. If the discretion is with the client, then obviously there's a cat. Liesel can correct me. Cat 1 is cat 1 is just your standard. Let's quickly go through. Let's go through the different cats. FSCA categories. Let's just quickly check here. Okay, category 1 is just your normal, your financial advisor stuff. Then your cat 2, that's why they call it discretionary FSPs. That's when you make decisions on behalf of your client. You invest their money. Then you've got cat 3, that's more administrative. And then you've got cat 4, which is assistance business FSP. I've never even dealt with. I've never dealt with cat 3, cat 4, and category 2A, to be very honest. I think cat 2A is similar to cat 2, but I think this is boutique hedge funds, if I'm not mistaken. This is more, but anyways, there you go. So yeah, very, very simple. If you don't understand anything, rather just go to the Phase Act. And here's my thing, Chad. Are you going to trust somebody that's posting photos of him in front of a Polo GTI wrapped in purple or in green to manage your funds? Keegs, would you feel comfortable a guy standing on a car saying, listen, yeah, I trust you, bro. Please take my money. Invest it for me. I feel so comfortable just giving my funds to a young guy that's smoking hubbly on the weekend and standing on cars. And all I ever see on your story is you just posting videos showing cars, like 9 stories, and then I feel so comfortable. Just take my money, run. That's just, I'm asking the question, Chad, is that, does that instill confidence in the financial sector? That is where I want to invest my money. Chris, remember last week you said you want to have a serious... Yes, I just need Fubs. Fubs is the other guy, my co-host. He's the CA. If Fubs is not going to commit, we'll maybe find somebody else locally in tax. Then I'll hold my horses for now. Let me just go through the prep content we'll be doing. Or I see a lucrative opportunity as regulations are about to be stricter in the industry. Liesel, chat to me. Check the first comment on the stream if you missed it. Liesel, chat to me. I know a very good consultant when it comes to compliance. What was the... Well done, 2Gs, for reaching the 8K. See it as a milestone. Thanks, Ruan Clausen. What was the first comment, Chad?
No, we can't go back that far.
I don't think celebratory Red Bull and vape. I hope it's not that one. I know. I don't think we can go back that far. Liesel, chat to me. I can maybe direct you into the right direction. It's like Joe Rogan said. Yeah, here's the thing, Chad. Let me find this for you quickly. Let me find this. I'll never forget it, and it stuck with me. Joe Rogan is a very wealthy guy. Maybe not. I'm not saying he's not smart, but Joe Rogan was talking about Sam Bankman-Fried, and he was like, "Bro, how do you trust a guy looking like this, out of shape?" Okay, wait. What does it look like? Let me just find it. I was like, bro. Chad, if you can find it, where he commented and Joe Rogan was just like, bro, let's call it my hedge fund manager or my investment advisor, I want that guy to be lean. I want that guy to be on like a plant-based diet. I want to make sure that he's like doing cold plunges. He's doing like sauna treat. This guy needs to be in peak physical shape. Mentally, he needs to be like on top of his game. Like, I'm not gonna give money to somebody that can't even maintain their hair. So that's the first thing. And I was like, bro, it makes so much sense. And Joe Rogan's like, bro, the guy can't even look after his own body. How's he gonna look after your funds? Let's see. Is it better to be humble and wait for blessings to come than faking it now? CJ, it's just better to live in the light and in truth. That's what's better. That is just better. Yeah. Just live in the light. Bro, these fake gurus, they think they're rappers. Will do. I've been trading for 2 years now and I can make money in the markets. However, I end up losing 80% in one day when I take a loss. What would your advice be other than risk management? Caden, my advice is risk management. That what you don't want to do, and then journaling. Because what's happening is you've been trading for 2 years and you're doing exactly the same thing. So what's lacking in your trading is critical thinking. You do not have the ability to think critically. And also, I can almost promise you have not journaled one trade in your life, Caden. If you have journaled, send me your last 20 trades on your trade journal, and which I highly doubt you have. If you can send me your last 20 trades where you journaled your entry type, how you managed the trade, how you exited the trade, all of that, then I can help you. Otherwise, I'm going to say start journaling, start thinking critically, and then start going back on your journal and seeing where you messed up. And then also keep your lot sizes the same, consistent. I had that chat with Shaq as well. That's why Shaquille said in that thing, the one tip I gave him, keep your lot sizes consistent. Because what happened with Shaquille as well is he would go on, here's the thing, guys don't realize many years ago, Shaquille built up like, he would take a 500 Rand account and he would literally build that account to 100K. I'm not even joking. This is not even that. This is before guys started faking stuff. I think he was, even at that stage, Shaquille was too naive or too, I don't even want to say naive. I think he was just literally excited to share the knowledge. And then he would build the accounts and then he would withdraw. Same with Jevin here. Jevin can trade small accounts, but give Jevin a 100K account now. And there's trauma waiting for Jevin at the end of the week because he's just mentally comfortable with knowing that the funds that's in the account, that's what he's willing to risk. So nonetheless, he talked about he would have a good string of wins. And then he would want to try to level up. And then every time he would go from, say, 1 lot to 2 lots or 3 lots, then it's just losses that occur. And I said, bro, don't try and up your lots like after a good streak, because probabilities state that after all those wins, technically a loss or 2 is bound to happen. And now every time you basically up your risk, when it's that probability for you to actually go into some small little losing streak. So that is why keeping your lots consistent, I think Keegs can also tell you about that. Keegs, we've all done it, where you trade a certain lot size, you'll eat 8 wins in a row. And then that ninth one, where you're like, fuck it, bro, I'm going big. And you get absolutely nuked. So yeah, risk management. There you go. Tsepo giving you the source. Caden, let's see what Forex Insight shared here. Oh damn! Who's this sexy black dude here? Bro, listen here. Edline's got a strong jawline, my bro. Ed is one of the strongest black guys I know, and he's got one of the strongest jawlines. So we might
doing something right.
That guy is doing a lot right. So we'll actually pin my boy there, Ed, Big E. Chad, go and check out Edgar's channel, Forex Insights SA, absolute ledge. Jeff smashing the gold shorts this morning. Alrighty, Jeff doing Jeff things here. Where did Jeff get in? Either some, I don't know. Jeff is he still on the 3 minute?
3 minute, 1 minute.
I can't
Mostly
see.
the 1 minute lately.
I can't see where Jeff got in. I must actually still sit for me. Sometimes he's on the 4 minute as well. I must still sit with Jeff.
I know in New York, he's always 1 minute now.
He's on the 1 minute.
Yeah.
Jeff, I must still sit with Jeff. See what that man is trading. I feel like I don't know what Jeff's strategy is. Like I feel that strategy I feel evolves every single day.
If it moves, you trade it.
He gave out he was on the rest. Yeah, into Shaq. I don't know, guys. Here's the thing: Shaq has made mistakes. Shaq has traded PAM accounts, and guys got nuked. And here's my thing: if you're gonna put money into a PAM account, say goodbye to that money. It's high risk. You can't trade. You can't put life savings. You can't go into debt to throw money into a PAM account. Like Chad, please. We have to be very honest here. As much as you want to blame the trader, these are high risk investment instruments, and I've never seen a PAM that does well, because mentally, just for the traders, they are usually guys that basically trade themselves. They've got some type of mentorship. They are doing their own marketing. These guys are literally overworked, and then that PAM grows to a certain amount, and now you still want that younger individual to maintain a certain level head, managing other people's finances through a percentage allocated money manager. There is no way, Chad. And you can ask Shaq 4 years ago, I think it was 4 years ago, Shaq, 4 or 5 years ago, Shaq asked me, and he said, Chris, I want to start a hedge fund. I said, you don't want to start a hedge fund. He's like, no, I want to. I'm like, bro, you don't want to. And he's like, why? I said, how are you going to protect yourself against clients? And you can phone him. I told him this. How are you going to protect yourself with guys messaging you, oh, Shaq, the portfolio's down, and you're like, oh yeah, the portfolio's down, and you rattled, and let me just go in here, trade a little bit. No, Chad, psychologically, you're not going to do well unless you tell people, listen here, all of your funds here are at risk. I'm going to try and maintain a certain level of risk management, but I can't guarantee anything, because you can't. You're a little one-man show. Hedge fund managers have teams of analysts. They've got compliance officers giving them directions. They've got mandates. They've got guys sitting there with math degrees that were top in their class. I'm not talking average guys. I'm talking guys that were like cum laudes, not average. Chad, listen here. Guys forget. Look at this. Let's look at. What is the local, what's the guy's called? Local hedge fund here in Port Elizabeth. Local hedge funds near me. It's something, it's sitting on top of my tongue. I want to show you one of the criteria before you even Is it Rizal? No, what's it? It's something with a Z. Chad, help me out here. They in Main Road Warmer.
Yo, I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you now. Main Road.
I can't help you there, brother.
They honestly Resco. They honestly Resco. If you know anybody from Resco, you guys need to up your SEO. Just saying. Don't want to get stuck into you guys, but anyways, Resco. Keeks, let's maybe chat to somebody from Resco for a pod.
We could do that.
I'm gonna chat to Resco, Chad, Resco Asset Managers, and I just want to show you guys something. When you want to try and apply for it, one of the minimum criteria is if you didn't cum laude your degree, like don't even apply. Let's quickly see careers. I just want to show you something here. Okay. So they've got a analyst. Okay. Maybe they've taken that out. We're looking for the brightest. Oh yeah, here's a chat. Look here. They don't even play around. We're looking for the brightest and most motivated individuals who have graduated within the top 5% of their class. They're already. So if you didn't, so obviously you need to cum laude if you're top 5 in your class, because your class is not going to be 100 people, and if it is 100, you need to be in the top 5, and there you go. So these are guys that are literally statistically aligned with what's going on in the market. They are very bright. They're not the guy that's going to be posting pictures on the outside on his car. He's most probably going to post a picture of him sitting smashing some spreadsheets, but not in front of a Polo GTI.
So for me, gold is at that weekly supply now. I mean weekly pivot and S1. So we'll see if we get some type of reaction there. But as I said, dollar looking good for me though. I actually want to see dollar turn around a bit.
Bullish.
Yeah.
Dollar's not doing anything for me. Gold at the low of the week. Would I have taken anything here? Maybe, maybe not. 80 was firmly bearish. What is the daily looking like? Have we broken? Oh, there we go. Last Friday's high. Remember I mentioned to you the daily does not look too good for me, Chad. Now you guys can rewind, and I said I want to see a potential pullback here to 23.40 for the low of the week to be potentially formed here. 23.40, also that flat body area there. But let's see, it's still early in the session. Kiggs, are you looking for some continuation plays here?
20,
yeah.
Funny enough, I'm
just gonna throw on your screen. I just need to pee. This water's cutting my bladder here.
So Chad, I think I'm gonna say it's a rule, but I just don't like it. I might actually take a short on NASDAQ. If we get that in, purely the idea that the whole thing comes from is I need to see. Did he put it on my screen? Let's just see it. No, he didn't. Hold on, chat. Yeah, so Chad, let's just run you through what I'm thinking here for the day. Gold, obviously, the thing for me is, I say, if this thing continues, there's nowhere to jump in this. We spoke about it, I think, Thursday, Friday, when gold was having that massive bull. You can't just jump in on that. And we might just get that, yeah. But DXY, the big thing, if DXY holds, if DXY breaks, then cool. But if it holds, if it goes back in here to the Asia range, then I would consider selling NASDAQ. Purely because you got Asia lows untested. Even though we are bullish, again, we obviously expecting the week to carry on nicely bullish. So NASDAQ could almost do a little bit of a pullback, get Asia lows, retest that zone again, and then flip bullish. Obviously it can, if it breaks all the way back down to the weekly pivot, but it's just a case of wanting to see where it's at now. When you look at the weekly pivot, the weekly candle, we already just going bullish. So yes, this is a beautiful candle, but if you look at NASDAQ, I mean, we definitely can get a bit more of a bottom wick on it. So yeah, wouldn't be surprised if this thing basically does something like that. Almost gets a big bottom wick and then just flips for the rest of the week to go take out the highs. So that wouldn't even be a surprise for me for NASDAQ. So that's why I'm just thinking, yeah, if ahead of this week, no, we've got a big week. We've got PPI tomorrow, CPI Wednesday. Maybe we get a bit of a price in NASDAQ, have a bit of a retracement. So yeah, just a case of want to see what's happening here. US30, as I said, when we start looking on the higher time frames, we can see that momentum just starting to slow down, and that's what we're taking note of. So yeah, just gonna see what happens there, Chad, purely because obviously the big thing, as I said, coming from DXY needs to show me a bit of a confirmation here. If this thing can show support at the EQ, get back into the Asia range, it could be on the cards for us. So as I said, just a bit of a waiting game, see what happens there. And honestly, but if we do what I also said this morning, you could just hold the Asia highs and go long after that. So yeah, big thing is what happens at Asia highs for NAS and what happens at the EQ for DXY.
So have you sent anything yet? What are we doing?
I don't know. Big thing I'm waiting for DXY mainly.
Right.
I want to see what DXY does at the EQ, and then I want to see what NAS does at Asia highs.
Gold is at the monthly pivot. No, sorry, what, Chad? Sorry, no, what am I talking? I needed to change this to weekly. Michael, do you have a contact at Resco? Please let me know. We want to have a podcast with him. Then we can chat to the real smart money, and then we can ask the guys about this algo from Michael Huddlestone. And I think the guy will just be like, Michael Huddlestone, never heard of her. No, man, ICT, no, bro. Yeah, we use actual data. And we've got some of the brightest minds sitting here making decisions here. There's no algo here. Only algos are the ones that we program to buy and sell for us in the market. But Michael Huddlestone, for her, she OnlyFans model, and then that will be the end of ICT. Chad, if you know anybody at Resco, please, man, will send me a message. I would love to have a conversation with the guys at Resco. Local hedge fund, yeah, out of Port Elizabeth. Actually, maybe do a little tour, show you what these guys, what an actual hedge fund looks like in terms of analysts. Yeah, so we'll see. Resconian. So you said you want to actually short Nazella. Is that your daily EQ?
That's the Asia highs it's at now.
Highs, okay.
But the big thing, as I said about it, is the DXY is at the EQ. So I want to see if DXY holds the EQ.
Is that purple line? Yo, DXY is ugly, my dude. Yo.
So as I said, guys, two things happen. NASDAQ can reject the Asia highs if that EQ fails for DXY, but if it holds, things can get interesting.
Here's the thing though, last week as well, Chad, I want to show you guys something here. Let me just get the gold chart ready. Just want to show you guys something very interesting. So what gold has been doing lately is it's been trending, and then usually at 11, 12, that's when it will pull back. And like what I've seen is if it's trading Okay, that was Wednesday, was just a mess. If it's like trending above the Asia highs or below, it's going to continue with that move. But again, 2340, big level already. Chad, here we go. Let me just show you guys this. Hopefully today is not the day that I get clapped actually trading on this idea. Remember last week we talked about, remember I said, Chad, that was after the open. Yeah, it was Chad. Remember we said quite late into the session, like if gold can hold here, it's similar to what we did the week before at the R1. When did we? Yeah, we said it's similar to when we were bullish on the day, but we got caught here somewhere and we closed for a minor loss. And I said, even though it was strong bullish, round about that time pulled back before it continued higher. So look at where we are now. Weekly pivot, daily S1. So all I'm saying is if we can get back above 2345, and like I say, I hope I'm not on the wrong side, but if we can get it back 2345, I'm expecting some type of a pullback, because look at DXY, AD is also bearish. That's the weird thing here. And if I look at GBP USD, this thing's just ranging euro at the high of the week. So would you have taken the gold sales after we rejected 2350?
No.
Yes, bro. I don't know. It's like,
I think would have jumped. I think you would have jumped it a bit early. If I'm honest, would have been a very ballsy move.
Chris and Kings, I took a sell. Beautiful Rory Sung Tsoma in gold sales. He took it from 9 o'clock. That's for you, Rory Sung Tsoma. Keep destroying those markets. Michael Go is going to pull through for us at Resco. Some gurus in Pretoria have been claiming they're running hedge funds, yet they're busy with Ponzi schemes. Chad, running a hedge fund is, here's my thing, what people don't understand. When you run a hedge fund, there's so much compliance in terms of your decision making, in terms of your reporting, in terms of how you structure your fund, in terms of how you invest the money. So if hedge funds can't even do the returns that these so-claimed hedge fund managers make, I don't know. DZN works at Resco. Who's DZN? All right. Do we have some guys that know people at Resco? What do you guys think of synthetics? Valzeth, I said it. If you like to gamble at home, beautiful. But if you've got the means to go out, rather go to the casino. The drinks are a lot better there. And like I said, you can clap. You clap twice, and out of nowhere, a waiter just pops up, and it's like, "Hey, can I get your drinks order?" So, but other than that, synthetics is just gambling. It's not running on any regulated platform. Synthetics is an unregulated instrument. It's not running on any fundamental data, so no fundamentals. The only thing dictating that price is the guys at the Riv. That's basically, they have like a little button where if they see a lot of guys are long, they pull it short. And if they see a lot of guys are short, they just pull it long. So, easiest money that those guys have ever made. I think even Baby Pips does not recommend. No. Synthetics is purely gambling. Just message him. We'll let you know what he says. Michael Go, really appreciate it. Michael Go, Chad, pulling through here with the hedge fund talk. And we're gonna, Keeks, I think if we can get that podcast,
Yeah.
we're gonna say ICT, never heard of her. Chatting with a real asset manager. Anyone also lost money in the diamonds Ponzi with Louis Liebenberg? No, man. Don't tell me there was a diamond Ponzi. It's not DZN. It's Dzen. These nuts. You're most probably gonna say, yeah, Dzen who? These nuts. It's Forbes, bruh. Now let me lay these nuts on your forehead, dude. Little smart ass here. It's Forbes, bruh. He was. No, but let's see. It's Forbes, bro. Well played, man. You almost had me there, but here's the thing. I'm already 7 steps ahead of you. And when you look back, I'm already 9 steps behind you as well. So you can't lay these nuts on me, my bro. Keeks, these youngsters coming in here thinking they're going to set us up with these. Hey, my brother. Damn, I love synthetics, but shit, I always lose the. Yeah, no, Gaiden. Gaiden synthetics is just terrific. Don't get involved with that shit. Don't get involved with it. I can't believe that brother was setting us up, my bro. Chris, head up on the 11 o'clock candle. Okay, here we go. Only thing is until it's up on the 11 candle, but look at Euro USD high of the week. Chad, I don't know what's going on here. GBP USD. Okay, still 10 minutes though. 10 minutes. Oh, Chad.
Well, DXY failed at the EQ.
DXY. It's Forbes, bro. Be honest. You were, dude. I love how he first started with DZN, and then it was like, okay, I'm gonna start them off slow. Not gonna start off with these. Nah, bro. That was good. I'm gonna give it to you. You have to give credit where credit is. Geeks. I felt the way that he set that play up was very good. Just very soft
for you, bro.
Nah, bro. Here's the thing. I'm ready. I let you think I wasn't ready, but I was ready for you, my bro. At all times, I was ready for that DZN. Damn, bro. Now you're gonna make me want to go on somebody's stream and set them up for a DZN. Damn. Yeah, bro. Diamond, yo, anything with diamonds, you must already think, holy. Wait, when was this? Gold, Keeks, have you ever heard of the gold diamond Ponzi? Damn, Chad, where do diamond Ponzi Louis Liebenberg. Diamond dealer Louis Liebenberg not involved in a Ponzi. What? Court orders final liquidation of diamond dealer Louis. Okay, we're getting some mixed. Damn, I didn't even know about it. 80,000 people, around 1 billion. My damn. Meanwhile, News 24 reported on Friday that Liebenberg was running for parliament as an independent candidate. Jeez Louise. Liebenberg has also in the past contributed millions to former President Jacob Zuma's legal fees. Alright. Found that Liebenberg directed that too. Yo, Chad. Alrighty. This move right here, Chad, if you didn't know, this is called the Ponzi Karimba. It's like, Chad, there we go. I just fucked all of you guys right now. Look at me do this move. Boomba. Holy. We call this the Louis Liebenberg Ponzi Karimba. Alright, let's just...
So wait, where's he from, Joburg?
I don't know, Rupert. Like you thought gold is going up and then you just got Louis Liebenberg, right? No, man. I've never heard of this guy. Die Waarheid Media. Chad, that is now what you call Die Waarheid. And then you've got him doing the Karimba. Holy. What a time to be alive. Keek, so what are we going to say now? If we took a loss, you got Louis Liebenberg. Oh, Neil van der Westhuizen in the chat. I work on Diamond Mine. Okay. I don't know why they still mine diamonds if you can actually just create diamonds in a lab. So weird. Then you realize diamonds actually have zero value, Chad. But that's another topic for another day. My bro, watch me get you one day. Hey, Forbes, you almost lined me up, brother. Yo, the only problem, I'm gonna be very honest. You capitalized these, and that's when I knew. I knew, like, why are you capitalizing these? So a little bit more hush. If you didn't capitalize these, I would have been like these. But I saw you. Keeks, DXY melting now, my brother.
Ooh.
DXY getting Louis Liebenberg there, Chad. And Chad, here's the thing. If you add to a losing positions, we're going to call it the Liebenberger. I just did the Liebenberger on this position. So we're going to add that to the playbook. The Louis Liebenberg and then the Liebenberger. But for the guys that lost money, I am honestly sorry. I'm really, really sorry for that. I'm just playing around with it. A Ponzi, I've lost some money, weirdly enough, not a lot, with MTI after 3 years saying it's the biggest Ponzi. Then I thought, no, shit, let me just throw some bucks at it. And when I threw my money in 2 months later, it was a Ponzi. So by the time you're going to get me on board, that's maybe the end of the Ponzi. But before that, a lot of people getting payouts, basically buying uncut diamonds, and they sell the final product and people getting paid. Liebenberger. Self-onwetting delvers support in die Noord-Kaap omgewing. The guy does live in the shower while wife holds the camera, no jokes. Once you make too much money on synthetics at the rift, they will just stay away from the rift, Chad. Please, man's a gangster, nestled in with all the big names, politicians, sports stars, meer glibberige slankak. Louis Liebenberg. I wonder what he was explaining here. 100,000 can be 200,000 in 6 months' time. Invest now. The Liebenberger.
Oh, so you like committed to that now, eh?
Bro, I wanna meme this guy. Louis Liebenberger. But a photo I'm seeing here looks a lot older. In recent landmark ruling. We're acquitted. What? Chad, that's why paying off. Holy. Damn. He got acquitted of that. And that's when he did that little dance. But it seems he's a lot older now. Alright, can you view my link? Even I cannot. Even I cannot. Unfortunately, Euro USD is flying. It is flying. Everything is flying here. Chad, DXY dying here. We talked about it this morning. In this morning's analysis, we talked about the daily pivot 104.91. We said if we cannot hold above that level, and we can reject the Asia lows, that we are going bearish. And Chad, that is what we're seeing now. That is why on gold I'm looking at the weekly pivot and I'm looking at the daily S1 kicks. Do I have you? Can I see that you are on my back here, that we are going to potentially buy gold here?
I'm with you,
what
bro.
do you think? You like it?
I like it.
All right, Chatadonia, get ready, get ready, get ready. And then we're going to go over to GBP USD 4-hour candle. Remember, okay. Here's my thing, Chad. This is not a valid breakout unless in 35 seconds this thing can jump a couple of pips. This for me is not a valid breakout. However, we can maybe say, all right, Chris, it's not a valid breakout, but we've had 2 consecutive bullish candles off a weekly pivot level, and we've been holding this level now after rejecting 2 potential holds. Is that enough for me? Can I see this setup in my playbook? Do I see this? No.
Let's become a swing trader.
No, I do not see this in my playbook. So am I going to compromise now because it's Monday and I also want to feel that adrenaline? No. So no trade here for me. Even though it held the weekly pivot, not going to rush things here, Chad. And then very simple on gold. I'm just waiting for 23.45. What are we going to do here? Because look at this. We talked about the daily key level. I haven't tested it. 23.40 would love a little deeper. Love it. Okay. What platform should we trade synthetics? No, you shouldn't trade synthetics, Jared. You must stay away from synthetics. In 30 days, Chris, holy, 100k to 200k, 30 days, there already. I'm running away. If somebody, 6 months maybe, but 30 days, boomba, you're not going to see me. I also felt the Liebenberger, Ruach, the young Liebenberger. Some of us have felt the Liebenberger. You all know about the clawback clause with regards to Ponzi schemes. If you got payouts exceeding your deposit. Yes, Liesel, that's true. They're going to be like, come back. Bullish bear, check Friday's 1845 candle low on EU candle low. EU took that low. I hear a lot of low earlier DXY and it's testing it now. Okay. So what you're saying is that DXY could now go bullish. Is that what you're saying, bullish bear? I love the contradiction in your name, bullish bear. That is beautiful. Intrinsically bearish, but also bullish. Just a young bear trying to find his way around the markets. I'm going to trade for Euro. That's why I want you to view it. Evan, so looking at Euro USD, I don't need to. Where did you get long? Did you get long off the daily pivot? This was a valid setup. I didn't take it though. At the high of the week, nice little bullish engulfing, taking the previous candles low on a daily pivot. That you'll find in the Discord. under your buy scenario. This is a buy reversal, so it's market structure A. There you have it. Pivot, round number. Check the Discord link in the description of this video. But if I was you, my brother, I would be break even already, because here's your daily R1. If we cannot break above this level right here, very likely we're going to pull back for the rest of the session. If we can't do something like this and hold above it, very likely this will be the high of the session, 10787. There you go. Very, very simple if you got in long. Sorry, man. Gold, GBP, USD. Okay, GBP, USD at that key level. Right, gold not doing anything. Keeks, what do you make of this move on DXY and gold still sitting on the lows?
Oh, bro, I don't know.
One of them is
yeah.
obviously lying. Mm-hmm. NASDAQ holding Asia highs, US30 holding Asia highs. There you have it. Euro USD. There we go. For the brethren.
The problem I have though is, for example, DXY. So when you look at DXY, it's like pumping. It's dying to the downside.
Yeah.
Gold's holding, but not going anywhere for a while now. Even like they're saying, NASDAQ and them, they at Asia highs, but they're not doing anything. US30 at Asia highs, okay, now they're reacting a bit. But before that, my thing is, if you're going to hold a level, you're going to hold it but then get away. You're not going to sit there for another hour holding the level.
So you're feeling this is a fake move on the dollar?
Yeah.
Almost like enticing the sellers to sell the low of the week and then get clapped.
Because DXY is about to hit the S1. If that thing hits the S1, find support.
Yeah, here's the thing, and the dollar, gold can't even get off the lows. So how weak is gold then? If gold can't get off the lows here with weekly pivot. Let's check this 4 hour. Sorry, Chad. 4 hour weekly pivot. Actually tested the, oh no, I didn't. 7 o'clock 4 hour, 7 o'clock 4 hour. Let me just see here. 7, okay. Gigs, we still need to do some data analysis on the 7 o'clock. Chad, I'm going to go on a limb and I'm going to say I'm going to wait for gold to rip the previous 4 hour lows and I'm going to try and buy it off 23.40. Yeah. 23.40, that's where I want to get stuck into gold. So I've got two scenarios here. This 4 hour has got no bottom wick. I don't like that. So I first want to see a bottom wick. So I first want to see a trade lower, and then after that, if we can trade, so I just need it to literally break this little low here. If it can break that low there and then trade back above, then I'm happy. But otherwise, no bottom wick on the 4 hour, Keegs.
Oh.
4 hour on. But this thing is bearish though, bro. This thing is super, super bearish currently. DXY. But Keeks, that is like you say, DXY trading at the low of the week, but US30 not at the high of the day. NASDAQ not at the high of the day. So one of these need to catch up.
And US30 and NAS, Asia lows aren't tested. Because if you think of it, DXY could literally be at the low of the day now. And turn around. Where they they just said they just looking weak. DXY is plummeting and they just can't get away.
Okay, euros at the high of the week, but gold. What is gold doing here? Man can do whatever he wants. Also, y'all know about the clawback. Okay, Chris check Fridays. 30k from 15k down and secured guys was holding gold. Reason for sell was gold had to correct after. Beautiful, beautiful, my brother. We will see you on the next one. Leave a drop a like as you go. 15k to 30k. Some guys actually have a 30k to a 15k and they're also calling it a day now. And then they actually pay you out, Chris. Holy. On Vault Funder. That's actually very sad that you can be an accomplice to a Ponzi, benefiting from it and then getting clapped at the end of it. On Vault Funder account. Beautiful, beautiful. US30 is moved nice up. Okay. Chris, would you give a quick rundown on Euro AUD? My brother, Waikara, for you, I would do it. I would do it for you, my brother. Euro AUD. Let's look at it here. Let's go to a weekly. Let's do a quick top-down analysis here. I don't know what these little grids are. Let me just take that off. It's just whole numbers. Let me just take that off. Okay, there we go. Oh, these little zones we've drawn in. Yeah, these are little key levels, weirdly enough, that's been drawn in here. Okay, weekly for me is definitely still bearish. You had this weekly consolidation, which is very, very ugly. We've broken out to the downside now. But again, just be aware on the weekly, we could come back to just retest that to then continue lower. But on the weekly, I would be neutral due to the fact that we did break out, but we created a minor support area down here. Daily time frame, very, very simple for me, is that the daily is bearish. There we're trading below the 200 daily EMA. We just have this tricky little area here now. We tested it last week on Thursday. This little area here and this little area here. So I'm going to say while we trade below this zone, we are going to go for these lows here. But also, again, we need some type of breakout. So the breakout levels for me are going to be, if we're going to continue bullish, is here. And the breakout level for me on the daily, if we're going to continue bearish, is down there. Up until then, just a messy little range that we are in. And then on the 5 minute, let's quickly look at the 5. Yeah, looking at a very weird Asia range here. Because massive move up during during Asia, now starting to trend down. So I'm going to be very honest with you. 80 is looking somewhat bullish, but also somewhat rangy if I look at this. So Asia high still intact, Asia low still intact, now starting to trade below the 200 EMAs. So very simple for me, 16300, that's the level I'll monitor. I don't know how fast this thing moves, but 16300, that's the level I would monitor. I wouldn't short from here. If we break below, I would rather look for shorts from here. Very simple. And then targeting, where's the pivots? Did I put the pivots off? And then I would, weirdly enough, there's your daily pivot as well. Yeah, beautiful. So somewhere here. Otherwise, just stay out of it. Something like this, and then go for your daily S1. There you go, my brother. Hope that helps you. Alrighty. Alrighty, what are we doing? Keegs, no recovery signal here today yet.
Nothing as of yet, bro. This Monday just looking a bit slow for me,
Evan, we can't see your chart, my brother. Sorry, man. I don't know. Like, it blocks links. So, okay, there we go. 4-hour bottom wick has officially been created. Question is, do you sell the rebreak of this 4-hour low for a 4-hour wick fill? This is a Don special and a Roger Banks special right here. They're in shorts now. Don would obviously have a stop loss of, yeah, this seems about right, a $45 stop, and there's his TP, Chad. Beautiful. This is actually what real trading looks like. Negative RR. You cannot beat this. Keeks, that does look good though. Who's not in for $45 to make a $1 move here on gold? This looks juicy to me. Sorry, 15 pips. That is something juicy I would like to get into. Anyways, all love to my brother Don. No love to Roger Banks. No love to that. Roger Banks needs to get a Liebenberger. Has to create a bottom wick before. Hey, okay, so would he be going short? Let's check here. Current high of day and high of week is the same. Yes. Yes, Sandro. What about the guys killing the riv back to back? Saw a guy making $20 or more weekly. Neo, beautiful. Go chat to that guy. He's most probably selling something. Killing the riv back to back. Buy my course now for $1,000 so I can show you how to kill the riv as well. So again, he's not killing anything on the riv, my brother. He's waiting just to chop you guys for a monthly sub. Lambo roll. No, bro, Lambo, it's Scambo. It's Scambo roll. It's not even Lambo, it's Scambo roll. I've been, myself and Keegan have been telling you guys about these guys. Even in the one podcast, Keegan said, bro, if you believe that Scambo bought any of those hypercars using trading money, you are an idiot. You do not buy, no amount of trading is going to give you the money to believe me. Ed, most probably we could. And again, nothing with having a trading business. Myself and Keegan have said it multiple times. Just provide a good service. There is, and I still said it. I said there's not enough good educators out there. I'm not talking about there's millions of scammers out there just regurgitating a lot of stuff. And yeah, it all started. I don't even want to say it all started, but Clint Fester, for instance, copying Astra FX's course and then selling that, and then later on bringing Q Banks' course into his course. Chad, go follow this guy, Gloomy Trading Hub. He basically has all the courses on his, I don't know if he still has his Telegram, but he basically, I think he's got all of these paid courses on there. You don't even have to pay for it. Is it right? I don't know, Keeks. Do you think it's right what he does, just sharing the courses for free? I don't know.
I think legally, if he blows up big enough, legally he's going to have a problem.
No, but the thing is that Telegram, I think there's like 70,000 people on there, my bro. Let's see if I'm still on there. Because here's the thing, 95% of the guys are just regurgitating stuff. Oh yeah, he's still on here. Trading Hub. Let me check here, Chad. And it's not that big. 40,500. Yo, 2,000 messages. Holy moly, son. Trading Hub community group. Yo, bro, leadership has got quite an intense content schedule. Keeps just posting 3-4 videos every day of obviously sharing a lot of information for the trading community. Leadership. Oh, Keeks, a lot of bang for your buck there.
Yeah, bro.
No, bro, people leak it. So it's like, if I've got a course, I'm like, Gloomy, here's the course of Mamba FX, or here's the course, and he just shares it. Bro, but that's easy content. And then they driving R8s that like R1 million. That's almost 15 years old. Holy. Okay, but let me not get involved here. Do you want to go to this FMAS thing? FMAS. That Financial Expo 21, 22nd.
What the hell is that?
It's at Forex Expo.
Where is it?
Joburg. I don't want to go, if I'm honest.
I don't know about it, so I'm not gonna change
I don't see any value in it. I think it's more like business to consumer, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I want to. Okay. Where can we find Gloomy? Under an e-vote. We actually sell his details for 2,500 rand. Keegan, can I just e-wallet us the 2,500 rand?
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm going to give you the e-wallet details now, and then I will share his details with you. The e-wallet details is www.eyes.co.za. You're going to find a link in there, and then in that link you can click, and it's going to take you to the link where you can e-wallet. So it's www.eyes.co.za. All right. Bro, it's weird that domain is not secured. Looking at it, I can't believe nobody has bought that domain.
Which one?
Okay, but it's eyes.co.za. Let me check eyes.com. Surely, bro, if nobody bought eyes.com. Bro, nobody bought the domain. Let me check here. I'm gonna check what the. If that domain is, I'm gonna buy it. Somebody's gonna look for it. Type the domain you want. Eyes.com. or it's already somebody's. Oh no, $1,000 you can grab it. 1,000 rands and it's yours. Eyes.co.za. Let's see if that domain has been taken. Okay, it is taken. I wonder who took it. It's not even giving you the option. Eyes.io. Also $1,000. Okay. Alrighty, Chad. Let's see what is DXY doing. DXY starting to crawl off the lows. Like we mentioned, here's the thing though. Gold rejecting that S1 could be a trending day down potentially on gold. I don't know what the markets are doing currently. I don't know what it is doing. GBP USD rejecting that level. Euro USD also, as mentioned to my fellow brother that was in the longs, I said if you can't hold above here, kill your position. You had a good run. How many pips was that? I don't know where you took it though. 11 pips. Yo, these markets are flat, my guy. These markets are flat.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to trade anything now. There's literally nothing on the charts for me this morning.
Yeah, I don't mind trading up, but that man has got a lot going on that. Like when I see there's 400,000 stories, I'm already just skipping.
Yeah.
Yo, that's a lot of stories. My goodness. That is a lot of stories. Leadership claims he has owned over 20 cars. All right. Morning, gents. Chris, when you have time, check your DMs, please, bro. SMC, I will, my brother. FX Summit, Dubai, National Achievers Congress. Chris, I see you have been watching Nick Stewart, Hooley. Who's Nick Stewart? Nick Stewart, Hooley. Who is Nick Stewart? Let me check.
I don't know who that is.
I also haven't heard. But maybe he's catching me to go in here. Maybe he's using that reverse psychology for me to go onto Nick Stewart. Is he setting me up here? Nick Stewart Hooley. Who's Nick Stewart Hooley? Oh no. We've actually, guys have mentioned him, but I've never watched. You can see I'm on my profile. You'll see if I've watched some of his videos. I haven't watched any of his stuff. Nick Stewart Hooley. Yeah, we can actually see Chad. Weirdly enough, let me show you on the analytics. We can actually see what our community watches. He's one of the guys on. Let me show you guys quickly. Analytics. Let me show you guys the analytics audience. Chat, so this is literally what our audience watches. I don't know if you guys can see it. So these are the guys. Oh, come on. So Donvo, Lorenzo, Callisto. I've never heard of Callisto. Tetra, Rydal Fix. Okay, let's see the second page. Raja Banks, Forex and Gold, Time to Eat, Trading, Trade Shop, also never heard. MSB FX, never heard of that one. Rolio Jack, Lorito Trader, Top Trader SA, Forex Visits, and then ICT. So that is basically what all of you guys watch. Obviously, that is in ranking to Callisto. Kicks, have you heard of Callisto?
funny enough, the name does sound familiar. Never looked into it, but the name does sound familiar.
Oh man, it's this guy with the ski mask. I think I've seen him on Instagram. He was trading crypto, I think. Is it Callisto? No. Alright. Let's see, Chris. For some reason, there's guys who claim Festex course does work, but I haven't looked at it yet. What does Festex? I don't know, bro. Here's the thing: anything works if you can follow it consistently. I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm just saying it's not his own work. Thoughts on GJ longs? I was thinking about GJ. It is long. You can see here from the 80 it is long. However, just not interested. Time to eat trading NY trader. Oh, is he a NY trader? I thought he's a London trader. Gold. He was the first trader I watched trading live. Okay, hopefully reversal on. No, not at all. He has a stream that says holy moly. No, I had it. Where did I hear it? I've been watching that. No, it wasn't there. Where did I hear it? There's one or other TV show or movie. But I've been watching that Fallout. Have you been watching Fallout?
I haven't watched the series yet. I've played the game and stuff, but I haven't watched the series.
Yeah, Callisto trades crypto on weekends. Okay. He wears a mask. Time to eat his Nick Stewart. Okay. He also opens. Who's that? Who opens up with prayer? Okay, yeah, beautiful. No, awesome. We cannot. Here's the thing, Keeks. Before we start wrapping up, Chad. Weirdly enough, talking about the spiritual side of things, and I was laying with my son. I think it was last night. Yeah, laying there in bed with him, and I was thinking about death, and like everything we do, like we do work and we do social media. And we do all of these things, and it was just to me like if I die, let's say today, yeah, there's gonna be a funeral. Maybe okay, it's Monday. They'll have enough time to bury me on Friday. But now you bury me on Friday. It's sad, and there's gonna be some messages on IG like, "Oh, Chris is a ledge, whatever." But Chad, in literally 10 days time from our death, like nothing's going to change. You guys are going to move on. If Keegan had to die, like we're going to cry and all of that, but life goes on. When Kobe Bryant passed away, the world didn't stop and say, damn guys, we're just going to sulk over Kobe Bryant, the absolute legend. The world just continued moving on. The only time you see Kobe Bryant now is maybe on some IG reels and maybe some memorials and maybe brought up on some podcast. But none of you this morning woke up and say, oh, Kobe Bryant, let me think of you. No, you went on about your day. And then it was the realization I came to is like, why do we take things so seriously in terms of not wanting to take a risk in life, not wanting to change, not wanting to maybe do something out of the ordinary, where nobody's ever going to even remember you in 20, 30 years' time. You're just going to be a memory with such a small little gear in life, and then we think we all that, but we're not. And then also when it comes to the spirituality thing, to think that, let's say you don't believe in anything, that you believe that this life, when you pass away, it's just like your entire soul, your consciousness, everything just gets erased. So on the one end, it's like maybe that's also a good thing, because then your entire existence just gets nuked. You wouldn't even know you existed. And then secondly, also, I feel like the soul part of you is like, nah, bro, I don't want to just get Control Alt deleted and end tasked. That's the other side of it. And then the last one is that somebody said, I don't know where I saw it, but the guy said, listen, I don't fear death, but I fear my way there. For instance, how am I going to pass away? Is it going to be pain? Is it going to be quick? Is it going to be in my sleep? But anyway, that's something I was thinking of yesterday. Okay, last chat. What do you guys think about Crypto Banter's channel? I've never watched it. I've heard some guys chat about it, saying that we will become the FX banter of Crypto Banter, but I haven't looked at Crypto Banter. Chad, let's quickly have one more run through before we start closing up here. Nothing here. We've talked about what we are looking at. Neutral on the dollar. Keegan is going to trade live with you guys. I might be a special guest on that as well. Keeks, if you guys want to invite me, I'm open.
My boy does CPR with us.
I'm open. We can do a three-man pod. Not pod. FM. CPI. I wanted to go through everything, NFP, CPI, NF, whatever. But Chad, yeah, it is Monday. Take it easy. Markets are most likely setting up for the top or bottom wick, or it's just going to be one way up until CPI, but nothing here for me. I believe that now that we've created a daily low so far, weekly low, weekly high on some of the stuff, it's going to be relatively easy for you guys to just retarget that during NYSE, unless we just do a complete switcheroo. So, Keeks, full screen chats underway. What are we doing for the rest of the day?
I think you gotta just plan a few things, sort a few things out. As you say, guys, always growing. So obviously we have 8K now today, so that is absolutely amazing. But yeah, just some things you're working on for the future, developing, moving forward. You guys will actually already see some of the changes start rolling out in the next few days. But yeah, I think the next 2 weeks there's some big changes coming. So I think Chris and myself got some things to do and finalize. But again, not going to rush anything. It's still literally the start of this week. So basically just start prepping, get ourselves ready, and then see you guys in the New York session.
Chad, again, thank you so much. 8K, it has been an absolute journey. Again, big shout out to Vault Markets, Vault Funder. Really appreciate all of you. Without you guys, it is not possible to do what we do. And again, big pat on your back for joining us daily. And again, like today, we want to trade. Unfortunately, markets just moving without us, not giving us the direction. And again, first session of the week, there is no need to rush into anything. The markets are setting up. It's almost like you going on the first date and you're awkward. You want to hold her hand, but she's sitting across the table. She's actually wanting to have a starter. You holding her hand. She's like, how do I eat? And then you hold the other hand. Food gets cold. It's just weird. Chill. Markets are going to be here the entire week, so no need to rush anything. And Keegan, thank you so much. 8K, baby.
Hey.
On to 10K. Road to 10K.
80% of the way there.
Has begun, Chad. 80% there. And FOMC. When is FOMC? Why is FOMC?
To be fair,
so
it's interesting. We got PPI tomorrow. Then we've got actually Powell talking tomorrow afternoon, late afternoon. And then we've got CPI. So not FOMC, but Powell is talking tomorrow.
Okay, Chad, there we go. So take it easy. Keegan is going to trade with you, CPI. He promised. I'm going to keep him to his word. We want to buy another camera. So we actually, I don't know, in the office, we're going to put some money together. Keeks, maybe we trade that account live in front of the guys. The camera fund.
Camera fund.
How much do we need? 18K.
Yeah.
So 18K, we're going to try and scratch together 4K here in the office, and then XT5, and yeah, baby, Chad, close it with the coupe. We will. Let's do the coupe here for you guys. Let's close it off. The coupe, baby. And yeah, then I just want to thank my wife for believing in me, for always supporting me, laughing at my jokes when nobody else laughed at it, and then being able to share my jokes with you guys here. My jokes are almost like Hunter's Dry. It's dry, but you can drink it. Anyways, Chad, here we go, baby. Let's get it